Welcome to the Potomac Local News, the place to get video news about events happening right where you live. I'm Uriah Kaiser. Police were once again called to Fairfax County Parkway and US 1 on Monday night, the scene of the second fatal crash there in a week.
About 4 p.m. this afternoon, we got called for an accident that occurred right behind us here. This is northbound Route 1, just prior to 7100. We know that there were a total of 5 vehicles involved. We had 8 people transported to local hospitals and 1 that is confirmed to have died in the accident.
Details on the crash were scarce Monday night, but rush hour traffic in the area was snarled. Employees from Fort Belvoir poured onto Route 1 for the drive home. Last Monday, a crash took the life of 54-year-old Paul Krause. That crash happened when Krause was driving north on Route 1 when he was struck by a Honda Civic. The driver of that Civic, an illegal immigrant, 33-year-old Carlos Lagos Ramos. Ramos had once been deported from this country in 2003, but later re-entered the U.S. without the knowledge of customs officials. Accident investigators last week closed a portion of Route 1 for accident reconstruction. Krause is a retired Army colonel who leaves behind a wife and 3 daughters. It was a tough day for police and protesters outside the main gate at Quantico on Sunday. 35 people were arrested when police said the protesters at the rally to free Bradley Manning got a bit too rowdy. Manning is the Army private first class who's been accused of leaking classified documents to U.S. enemies. After placing flowers on the Iwo Jima statue near the main gate, protesters sat down in the middle of Route 1, blocked traffic, and shouted obscenities at police. Riot teams moved in and placed many of the protesters in handcuffs and charged them with unlawful assembly and careless interference with traffic. Manning has been held inside the brig at Quantico since last July, awaiting his trial date. And finally, did you catch it? It's back, and it's spring fever, which means that people will once again be filling the stands at Fitzner Stadium in Woodbridge. The Potomac Nationals held their first ever Family Day on Saturday, where fans and families alike could come and get a preview of the upcoming season. For kids, there was face painting and a visit by the team's mascot, Uncle Slam, and there were also some brave souls who stood up and auditioned to sing the national anthem. The winner of the competition will go on to sing the time-old song at each and every Potomac Nationals home game this season. For updated news throughout the day and all week long, be sure to make PotomacLocal.com your first choice. This is the Potomac Local News. I'm Uriah Kaiser. Thanks for joining us.